going on, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and I am That Painter Fellow on Instagram, and your host for Booth Talk here on the YouTube channel, as well as Booth Talk Live on Instagram and the Booth Talk podcast, available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Podbean. Guys, this is going to be our first video that I'm doing here in the new Booth Talk studio, and today we're going to be doing a review over a bunch of products from SATA. We're going to be talking about their filtration and the new Air Vision 5000. That's their fresh air breathing hood that they have, and I think you guys are really going to dig it. I have personally been using Fresh Air for a number of years. I've used other companies' Fresh Air systems, and I have always gone back to a SATA. I had the Vision 2000, and I actually sold it to get the 5000 whenever I found out that the 5000 was coming out. You guys might have seen the review video, or getting all the information that I could at the SEMA show just a couple of months ago. That was with Chris Springer. That was actually at SATA's booth there at SEMA. And now I have a chance to actually give you hands-on, get you up close look at things. You know, I can take them out of the boxes, I can mess with them as I have a fly around my head, and I can actually show you up close what they are and what they do. You know, move them around and all that jazz. So again, what I've got is stuff that I am personally going to be using in the shop. That's actually going into work tomorrow with me. So that's one thing I'm very excited about. Now, a lot of you might be asking, why am I doing a video on this when I haven't used it yet? Hang tight, that's going to be coming in a couple of weeks, because I want to show you the products, show you what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be doing another video and uploading it in a couple of weeks after I've got some time under the belt with it, and give you a real world, what I think, how it's done, does it live up to expectation, you know, all of that jazz. So look forward to that, but for right now, we're just going to introduce you into the products. It's a new setup that they've got, and we're going to go from there. So what I've got, this is their 3-stage filter system that they have, along with the cage, mounting cage that they have for it. This is their 284 series filters. Right here, we've got the brand new design for the charcoal filter. If you're not running a 3-stage, you're just running two-stage filters to the booth. You need to run the 3rd stage, which is that charcoal filter. If you're not running the charcoal, you've already got the 3-stage like this one. You're going to be running the regular air valve. A neat addition that they had is the air cooler. It actually drops the temperature down. I believe it's right around 30 degrees ambient temperature, and that's going to be awesome, especially if you're down south like me, because down here we've got the 100 days of summer. You guys know exactly what it is if you live down here. So, and of course we've got the Air Vision 5000, and a lot of updates have gone into this compared to the 2000. Now, just real quick, the 2000 they are still making, they are still selling, it is still available. But the 5000, in my opinion, is going to be a better option, just because of all the upgrades and stuff that's gone into it, as far as the field of view and the noise levels and all that jazz. So we'll get into that, but real quick, I just wanted to say all that just so you guys are aware. Now let's go ahead and get on into it. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring the camera on in, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you guys up close and show you what it is. And immediately, the cool thing about this, I'm going to set all this out on the table here, is if you have used the, we're going to focus here on the belt. If you have used the Vision 2000, you guys will know how the belt initially was. This belt, the new one that they have here, it still uses it's a heavier duty clip style that they have here, but the padding itself, rather than having just that one little foam piece of padding that was on the backside of the charcoal filter, is this one is actually a lot thicker, it's a lot sturdier, the stitching on it's better. It's kind of more like a weightlifter's belt almost. And so this is going to be basically just sitting right on there. Anytime that you get any time that you get any upgrades, whether it be the air cooler or whatnot, it's going to come with an additional pad that you can put on the belt, basically to keep it up off of your hip, your back, wherever it is. So each attachment is going to come with its own padding. That's something that's really cool about it. Now, this is the new Air Vision 5000. I'll set that right here. Now, the cool thing about this, they have upgraded a lot of things with this new helmet. SATA went a couple of years without updating it, and the cool thing about SATA is that they don't release things until they get it right. And I feel that they really listened to the refinish industry and the painters that were actually using the products, and wanted to hear what kind of updates they wanted, that they needed to do. What did people like? What did they not like? So one thing I want to tell you about is right here on the peel-offs. I'm going to take that right on off. Now, if any of you have ever used the 2000, you remember that these little pins here, they pressed in from the front. Whenever you went to peel off the lens, a lot of times they would actually come out with it. The cool thing about these now is that they actually press in from the inside, so they go inside out. So now whenever you peel off the visor to replace it or clean it, they're not going to yank right out. Another thing about this, you see here on the side, the red, if you're in a shop that's running multiple fresh air hoods, you can actually change out those colors. You can color coordinate them so you have red, blue, I think they've got it black also. Easy identification for whoever's using what hood. They were able to go in. They changed out the locking mechanism that's in here, the way the entire hood fits. It is now adjustable across the crown of your head and across your forehead. It's got two different adjustments. It actually has multiple locking positions on the helmet itself. Now, part of the advancements that they did on it was actually, let's pull that back down, was actually they increased the field of view that you've got on it. So if you remember the 2000 and a lot of the other fresh air systems that are out there, they kind of stopped right here by your face. So whenever you're spraying, you really couldn't get a full field of view on it. The cool thing that they did with this, you can see how far back that they actually pulled it, and they pulled it out. It's got about a 220 degree field of view on it now, which is going to be absolutely awesome for in there whenever you're in there painting. A lot of fresh air masks, you tend to feel kind of claustrophobic because of the fact that it's so far up and you can't really see completely all around you while you're spraying. I personally get like that, so I'm really excited to be able to try this out. Another thing, if you're in an area where you need a hard hat or bump hat or anything like that, people call them different things. One of the things that got approval for this is that the new helmet or the new Air Visions, they've actually got a bump stop in the helmet itself. So it's very, very cool. Now, again, that is the Air Vision 5000. Oh, one quick thing, an upgrade that they did to the 2000. Is that they had come out. Remember, they had the old red cape on it. They came out with the silver cape. Just replace it, and then it came around to the face, or around your face and down and covered up your neck, right? With this one, it is a longer cape that comes up and over, and it actually hangs down to about down here. And it is lined with carbon fiber, anti-static, very easy to clean, and the entire thing wraps around your neck instead of just kind of. Let's set this down. Instead of basically just coming around to the front of your neck, it will actually fit and wrap all the way around. So there we go. So now you have a nice tight fit around it. It's very comfortable. I've had them on before, and like I said, I have not used it. I am very much looking forward to using it. And again, keep your eyes open for the review video. Now, what we'll do is we're going to move on to the next one. Let's just set that on in there. This one is going to be the air cooler. Now, this was a very neat thing that they talked about at SEMA. So I am very ecstatic to be able to talk about this and show you guys. So again, one thing that they have, like I just said, every attachment piece that you get, every new additional piece, they're going to send you a padding piece to go onto your belt. Now, we're going to set that right there. Set that there. Now, the air cooler plugs in line with your belt, and basically it's going to work. You have a minimum and a maximum. Basically just crank that dial, and what it's going to do is it's going to work off a Venturi, and it's going to pull out the hot air, and the hot air is going to actually be exiting through there. So you're going to plug this into your belt, into your hose attachment for your belt, and then that's going to be coming through, plugging the air through, and then this is actually going to be going up to your hood, which is going to be pumping the colder air up to your hood. So being down south, if you're down south where it gets hot, down here in Georgia, we have the what we call the 100 days of summer. Any of you guys, you all understand what I'm talking about. I am very much looking forward to trying this out, especially if you're not running an air cooler or an air dryer, something of an air refrigerator. If you're not running something like that, this is going to be an absolute plus to use. Now we're going to set this over here. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about. This is the air regulator that they have out. So, again, if you guys have had the old Vision 2000 that they had before, and they have this mounted on a piece of cardboard. There we go. All right, so this is going to be your valve. If you guys remember the Vision 2000, they had the smaller valve that was right here on your waistline. You've got your, that's the coupler for where your airline going to your hood is going to be, your actual adjustment valve, and then your main plug-in valve. The cool thing about these is that they will actually turn. They turn a full 90 degrees, so if you've got it kicked right back here, you can actually rotate it whichever way, 45 degrees from center. You can actually go through and actually rotate it so it's not tugging on your belt or anything like that. It's more of just a comfort feature. Now, one of the cool things that they did on this is that piece that I just pulled out right there. It's a hanger. So once it's on your belt, you come out of the once you come out of the booth, you can take your helmet off and you can literally just hang your helmet there on that. So very cool little feature that they did on that. Lightweight, very compact. Now, this is going to be one of the really neat things that I want to show you, because I have used the charcoal system, the charcoal as the third stage. You know, if you've got the first and second stage, you've got your oil and your water filters already on there, already in your system, plumbed into your airlines. You need to have that charcoal for your last step. Now, this is going to be the neat thing that I want to show you guys. If you remember the original Vision 2000, you're going to get a kick out of seeing the new filter. That is how small the new filter is. They have gone through, done a complete change on it, redesign on everything. Again, this one, if you do not have to run this, if you already have the 3-stage and you're running the regular air valve, if you are not running that, then you'll be running this. So again, you've got your airline coming through. That's going to your hood. It basically just replaces it. This one as well has a hanger that comes off on the side. And then just to replace the charcoal, there you go. That piece right there is actually going to pop right off. Slide your charcoal in, lock it back into place, screw it back on, and you're good to go. So again, these are just the basic components that are coming out for the Vision. They've also got an air heater, an air warmer. They've also got an air humidifier. Being down here in the South, we ain't got to worry about humidity. So that's going to be one thing that I'm extremely happy to try out and to use. This is mine. I ordered all 3 of these, and because I wanted to do this video. So with that, I'm going to be actually sending back the charcoal system, because I'm not going to need it, because I have my three stage filter here. Now we're going to set those here on the side. Okay. Last thing I want to talk to you guys about. This is their 3-stage filter system. They've got multiple different sizes for how many CFMs that you're going to be flowing through the shop itself. For me personally, you're probably going to wonder, why am I personally going to use this in a cage setup? Where I'm at, we don't have the air filtration to the paint booths for the breathable fresh air. So that I don't have to worry about going through, tapping into airlines, doing anything like that. Putting it in the cage and making it so it's in line makes it perfect for me, because now I can just carry it wherever I want. If I'm not going to be painting in the first booth and I need to go there to the second booth, say the other painter is gone for the day or whatnot, I can just simply take this, plug it in over here, and go from there. Now, whenever you're doing that, you also need to pay attention to the fact that you've got to have enough CFM. So with this, it's got your 1/2 inch bigger fitting on the side. So I would recommend running a bigger 1/2 inch hose, putting a T off of your fitting, with a high flow coupler. That way, all you've got to do is just simply quick disconnect and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything. 1/2 inch hose, high flow fittings, and you're good. Now this is their 284 filters that they have. Again, regulator, the 2 SATA couplers with high flow fittings. The neat thing that they have about the filters, if you have not ever used the SATA filters themselves, is that these little tabs right here on the face are all of their self-timers on them. Now, as soon as you basically hit that little power button that you'll see on the bottom of it, is basically a time release. So when you will see them gradually change color, and once they completely change, it's basically telling you, hey, it's time to go ahead and change them. Go ahead and get your replacements and all that jazz. So guys, that's the gist of it. That's basically all the new stuff that they've got coming out. Again, watch out for the review video that I've got coming up in a couple of weeks. And I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, with that, y'all be well, stay safe. We're going to catch you next time.